Welcome to my new creation. Hi guys, I'm Tam. Welcome to Tea with Tam. Please like, subscribe to my new YouTube video. Yeah, I'm new to the scene and I'm definitely ready to be seen. That was cringy, but let's get into it. So this is basically one of those stories where men just fool me, men do the thing that they know best, treat me and make me look like an idiot, but it's fine. I think this specific story is top 2, if not actually number 1 of times men have actually taken me for a mug. Like, they've taken me for an idiot. They looked at me and they're like, Saka. And I felt like someone else needed to hear this, because I feel the anger I had, it happened a couple of years ago, was very much justified. So when I was 17, I started talking to some guy on Instagram. Those days, people would just DM you, or people still DM you, but I don't know. Yeah, someone DM'd me on Instagram. I kind of gave him bad for like, I think a year. And then around the age that I was 17, he hit me up again and I finally responded, right? So we started talking, things started becoming intense, we were getting along, it was a talking stage, basically. But back then, people didn't refer to those things as like talking stage. It was just pretty much dating. So yeah. So this guy, right, let's call him Tino. Tino was like 18. He was a year older than me. And I was like in my upper 6th year of school, and he was getting ready to leave for uni. So he was getting ready to leave for uni. And basically, a long distance relationship kind of sounded dumb to both of us. So like, he was like, yo, I can't really do long distance relationship, but we can chill for now. So me, I was like, no, it's cool. We can just chill till whenever, right? Do you not start becoming girlfriend and boyfriend like a month before he leaves? Then we agreed, now we're going to do this long distance thing, right? So, man, I was falling in love, guys. Like, everything was working for me. I was like, nah, long distance, I'll call him or FaceTime, video call, everything will be fine, we'll talk. I was like, I can do this. Because those days I was a bit naive, I believed in fairy tales, and I believed in, one day you'll meet your soulmate and sparks and things will fly around, right? So, man's leaves. Wait, hold on. Before that, because there's another person I need to put in the story. So he had a best friend. Let's call him CJ. So he had a best friend, CJ. Me and my best friend, him and his best friend, we went out one time. We met him, blah, blah, blah. Me and my friend didn't like his vibe. He just seemed like an absolute predator, right? So, with that being said, we decided we would never like CJ. It was just like that. Me and this guy start dating. Right, we're dating. He leaves, he goes to Malaysia. Whilst he's in Malaysia, I then planned that I'm gonna go to China for uni, right? But my dad's a big procrastination guy. I didn't even have a passport, guys. I did not even have a passport. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, me and him, we are gonna have these beautiful babies and we're gonna fall in love, and everything happens for a reason, So we were in this long distance thing, but in Malaysia, like, things didn't really work out for him. Like, he hated it, he didn't like it, so he kind of went through depression and stuff like that. Through that phase of him, like, being sad and, like, dealing with all of these things, right? Man's broke up with me 3 times, and I stayed, and, like, I don't even know why I did it. Like, every time he'd break up with me, I'd like still talk to him, like check on him every day, checking if he's eaten, all of these random things, right? Until the last time we got back together, and I realized, why am I doing this? Like, why am I in this emotional roller coaster where this man literally decides 1 week he wants me, the next 2 weeks he doesn't, and then the following 3 weeks he wants me. So I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. And then kind of got to a point where my mom's like, yo, I know you want to go to China, but like just go to use it for 1 semester, and then, you know, we'll be working on the China thing. I go. So eventually I was just like I was devastated. So like this whole China thing started becoming like, you know, this whole blurry thing. I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I broke up with him. Right. Time passes. I go to uni. Whilst I'm in uni, I meet CJ. Right. But I meet CJ amongst another group of friends that I'd met at uni. So like I meet him in a different setting. And the first few months of like him chilling with my friends, I just was looking at him with a weird eye, right? But then as time passed, you know, I started to really respect CJ. Like, CJ became like this big friend to me. Like, he was always there for me. Like, we clicked, me and CJ, right? And as time passed, you know, from him being a player, I started dating this girl, and he just seemed to have changed completely. And he was like, I don't know, you know when you have that friend in your entire friend group and everyone just respects that person? That was CJ to us, right? So it got to a certain point where he became like my best mate. Fine. After first year, I think end of 2019 towards 2020, or rather 2020, beginning of 2020, me and Tino start talking. Tino's now in China, and Tino's looking good, guys. Like, Tino's looking so good. Like, So me and Tino just start casually talking. Like, so then he's like, yo, I plan to come to Zim in like March. I think he said February, March, right? So I was like, oh no, it's cool, we can just catch up, you know. So at first we were talking like as friends, and as time went by, it now started becoming like flirting and stuff like that. But during that time, the COVID situation kind of accelerated. So it got to a point where he was now in lockdown. He even got COVID. But like by then, by the time he got COVID, man was telling me he loves me and all of these things. I was like, oh my God, you know, I've got my man in China, you know, he's gonna come. And I was like, okay, we won't date. We had agreed we were not gonna like be in a relationship, because realistically it wasn't possible because he's just coming for a month. But now feelings were everywhere. So man's then, you know, he's ordering me all these things. Some of them didn't come because of the COVID situation. So like, I'm being rude. I'm being sent pictures of things he's ordered for me, you know. I'm just like, huh, you know, like, is this real, you know? And then as time passed, I then went back to school, because I was now like starting, was it two semester? I think it was semester of like second semester, something like that. And I then, so I went back to school. So he was coming, I think, the week after I'd opened. So the first weekend, this was my first weekend back. P.S. I hadn't been at school for 3 months. So he had never experienced me like going out. And I'm a very outgoing person. Well, now I'm like sub, kind of par, outgoing person, like mid, I don't know, mid outgoing, mid not outgoing. But yeah, I was very outgoing. So like weekend comes, me and the homies, we literally go out, we have fun, etc. Told them that, yo, this is my life, yo. You know, when I go to school, I escape, you know, the strict parents and, you know, the confinements of my house. Me, I want to enjoy my life, right? But I was like, yo, but I'm down for you, and I'm not going to do anything like stupid or whatever. And beginning of the year, when I actually started liking him, I went to CJ, because CJ was still best friends with Tino, even though, you know, Tino was in China and CJ was, you know, at our school. I had an extensive conversation with CJ, and I was like, yo, me, I want your mans, right? Like, me and your mans are actually gonna get back together at one point, but like, things are flowing, you know? Life is lifing, you know? Me and him, we're in love. So support us, you know? And the thing is, this guy, because he was my close mate, he knew a bunch of all the dumb shit I'd done, right? You know, even the city girl life stories, he kind of knew those. Yeah, so like, he knew. But like in me, I was like, nah, this guy's now my best mate. There's no way he's gonna go and tell him, you know. In my head, that I don't know how. Don't ever become friends with your ex's friend, please. I'm warning you right now. It will never ever work together for you good, ever. So then, first weekend, so I think it was like a couple of days. No, it wasn't even. He was now in SA, but he was in SA for like a week or so before it actually comes to some Tino. Right? So me and Tino, we're talking. Weekend comes. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm going out. Right? This is Friday. I'm getting ready. It's like probably like an hour until we go out. Man starts talking about, hey, we're not compatible. Hey, me and him, we're not good for each other or what. I then decided not to go out. I spent 3 hours on the phone with this man talking about how we are compatible. Me, guys, hi. So then he finally came to Zim, you know, everything was great. Like, he'd come, he'd spend time with me, chill with him, and like, it was technically like every day I was with him. Right. Following weekend comes. So I told him about my friends that I had. It was a group of girls and guys, right? So I actually went on to introduce them to him, right? Because I was like, this is my new man. I need him to feel comfortable and know the people I'm going to be hanging out with. Mistake. I take him to him, right? Cool. When we're leaving, he starts saying, hey, they were giving him weird eyes, like there's something that they know that he doesn't know. I'm just like, okay. So my friends were gonna go out and I was gonna go out with him, right? And he had some thing that he needed to do at home or whatever, so he was gonna go home early, right? So they were going into town to go like pick up alcohol and stuff like that, right? So I was like, nah, it's cool. I'll just go with you, right? And then they'll just pick me up in town, you know, we'll just meet up and you just leave me in town, cool, so that I don't delay you and you don't have to bring me back to school. That was the deal. So in the car, we actually call CJ. So we're like in the car, me and Tino, and we're calling CJ. We're having like a great chat because CJ is my friend. And CJ is also friends with who? With Tino. So we're having a great chat. Everything is great. Then I end up leaving with my friends. He then leaves me with my friends. Cool. So there's a guy from the people who were with one of our friends, the guy with the car. He needed to go pick up his brother's friend and go leave him somewhere. So then I tell him, I was like, yo, we're actually not going back to school immediately. This guy needs to do an errand quickly, and I don't want to make you go leave me at school. Like, that's going to be so inconvenient, right? They're like, no, it's cool. Saka! I come back. I go with my friends. We leave the friend with my friend's brother, right? Friend's brother's friend. Everything's fine. We land back into town. This is like around 9 p.m. I think it was a 7 or 8 minute voice note from CJ. Me, I'm like, okay. CJ has sent me this long voice note on how I mustn't mistreat his friend. And it wasn't like, don't mistreat my friend. It was more like, you will mistreat my friend and I'll kill you, basically. And it was more like, girls your age want to play and don't play with my friend. Whatever. It wasn't a, me and you are friends, I need you to know that CJ is my friend and I need you to preserve his heart. No, it was more of like, you, if you hurt my friend, I'll kill you, right? And it wasn't like in a nice way. It was more of kind of implying that, you know, I'm a city girl and I'm gonna trample all over his friend's heart. I was pissed. I was so mad because I was like, I'm sorry, you know me. We had an extensive conversation about me and him, right? Why the hell are you sending me this 78 minute voice note of you like literally insulting me multiple times, right? So now imagine me and Tino now started dating, like we were now boyfriend and girlfriend. I could not speak to my boyfriend, guys, because I was like, I left them on a call. Did they have an extensive conversation about me? And then one of them then decided to send me this long audio of this BS, like, excuse me. So I was pissed. Fine. So I think school only ended up closing 3 weeks later because of COVID. So within those 3 weeks, Tino broke up with me twice during the weekend. So there's the first time when he was in SA, then the weekend he came, then the weekend where this guy sends me the 8 minute voice note and I couldn't speak to him, and he's now talking about we're not like his nya was always we're not compatible. And then he was trying to imply that people who go out go drinking with friends or whatever are not serious in life, and he doesn't have time for that. And for me, I thought that was weird because when he was in China, I would see all these stories of him like popping bottles with his homies. So now that I want to do it, I'm sorry, what? Anyway, double standards. So Third time he then broke up with me. This was like probably a week just before I left school. He did it weekend. I'm getting ready. He literally used to do it as I'm getting ready to leave with my friends. He would start his "we're not compatible" shit. So what I told him, I was like, sure, we're not compatible. I switched my phone off. Next day, this man calls me, hey, what do you mean we're not compatible? Auntie, we were still talking. And then I realized, now you're trying to manipulate me. Like, what is this? You want to break up with me, break up with me. Like, now that I also am agreeing to the breakup, now you want to come back and be like, now we were talking, I wasn't breaking up with you. Anyway, I was still in love with him, so, you know, took him back and whatever. As time passed, went home, conversations at home, you know, just started becoming strenuous. You know, we had this very big argument. And then he opened up to me, like, during that really nasty argument. Like, guys, you go die. That's the type of argument we had. It was a go die type of argument, right? And I was like, I'm done with this nigga. I'll never speak to him. Does he not call me back? Yeah, I love you. Yeah, I want to be with you. And I'm like, okay. I want to be with you too. Like, oh, he's such an idiot. So basically, what happened was, as time was passing, oh my god, my mom is here. Oh my god, my mom is here. See, I should wrap this up, but the story is not finished. That's not even the gist of the story. So like, as time was going by, right, we eventually broke up because there was a period of like a week plus where every single time I used to call him, he'd be on another call. Then I direct call him, then he'd be like, nah, he's doing something, blah blah. Then if I called him with WhatsApp, it was always on another call. Guys, imagine every single time. Well, I'm finding Maxine on another call, Mascati on another call, Maneru on another call. I was like, Maya, there's a girl, there's something. And then he lied to me. So eventually when I was like, nah, I'm not doing this anymore, and I blocked him, he then called me and he's just like, hey, you don't even know what's going on. Hey, you never asked if she what's going on. Hey, I'm trying to sort out this. And I got, you know what, like, but like, don't have time for this, right? So fast forward 2 months later, I forgot what happened. I unblocked him. We started talking briefly. And then man tells me he's so sorry, blah, blah, blah. Then goes, he was in a tragic accident, right? And he's now paralyzed from the waist down. Guys, I was emotional. I was so emotional. I told my friend, I have a best friend of mine, she's quite different best friend from the one with Tanga. She's quite emotional. We started crying, guys, because we're like, oh my god, he could have died. Oh my god, we cared about this person. We know this person. Oh my god, why would this happen? We are so emotional, right? Cool. CJ, I'm like to CJ, why wouldn't you tell me the thing, he got into an accident? He's like, it happened. I didn't know you'd care because you guys broke up. Fine. 2 days later, CJ posts a story of him and Tino. And it was someone else taking the video. And they are walking, guys. This Tino was on his 2 feet walking. And I sent the video to my best friend. I was like, I'm sorry. Was this man not paralyzed? So what I did was like, maybe it's an old video before the accident. So I sent him a message. I was like, CJ, were you with Tino today? Like, is this Tino today? And he's like, yeah. I was with him today, right? And then I was like, I'm sorry. What? Like, do I look like an idiot? And you know what? I didn't even like go to Tino and be like, yo, why did you lie to me that you were paralyzed? Whoa, what? Nah. I blocked him. Because I was like, blocked him. Deleted his number because I was like, nah. You're taking me for a benzi. Like, wakanditari sanini wakatolisi aiwa iwochi with benzi langu. Saka. Hi. Men lie. And I don't even know why he would lie like that. So now I then asked CJ and I was like, do you know your friend told me? Then I was like, so he was walking. Then he's like, yeah. I was with him. What do you mean he was walking? And I was like, friend, Tino told me he was paralyzed from the waist down. It's like, between the two of you, who is lying? Because now I have video evidence to show that he lied to me. So I think Mans was just typing for a while, typing in the reason. You know when you're typing, like you're trying to figure out what to write? Then he eventually goes, nah, he just finished his recovery yesterday. So, you know, I went to pick him up so he could have some drinks. In my head, I was like, I'm sorry. This guy, I'm sorry, I think he was like 22. No, I was 21, something like that. 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22 Wait, was he 20? Okay, I think he was 21 or 22. I forgot. And I was like, 1, you live with your parents. 2, you got into a tragic accident and you were paralyzed from the waist down. 3, you go into recovery. The day after you recover, your friends let you out with the homies for drinks, and when they almost lost you and your life. Do you men think we're dumb? Like, honestly, like, do men think, look at us and think, nah, you're stupid, I'm stupid, we're all stupid, and tested to my pins. Guys, nah, like, I don't know, I think he wanted me to, like, accept his apology for, like, the way he treated me, because he was like, hey, I really want to apologize, Chichi, but I was in an accident, hey, what, and inini kanda kato to accept apology. Like, when I got the apology, I can go in the no go sha. Bruh, I'm not paying her, bruh. You actually think I'm mad? Nah, never again. Never again. So, anyway, that's the story. Thank you for listening. If you actually reached this far, I actually talk a lot. A lot more story times are coming up. But this is one of the times that a man actually took me for an idiot. And to this day, don't even know why he would lie like that. Realistically, would I ever like have a conversation with him and become friends with him over my dead body? CJ, also never gonna be friends with that guy because I think he's also insane. Like, they what? They're gonna treat me like an idiot. And because of that, if it gets to a point where, like, I've even told myself, I was like, if I become a boss of a company, this man asks me for a job, he's not getting it. He's not getting the job, because why would he get the job if he showed me that his character is so bad? So yeah, please like and subscribe. I don't know how many times I'm going to be posting, but this is my first video. I am not really going to do like a get to know me tag or about me tag. I don't think that's necessary. I think you guys will just see, Tammy's opinionated. Tammy has a lot to say. But yeah, I'm Tammy. People call me Tamia. Random white people call me Tamia or Kaden. But yeah,